when you say Kevin Durant is being overlooked, what do you mean?
I think this should be more of a toss-up MVP race than a landslide for Steph. And I am now regretting that I voted for Steph.
Okay, so what you're saying?
And Durant too. I'm regretting it. I'm reconsidering it already.
Oh, yeah, but the only reason you are is because it was so lopsided.
That's right.
And so who gives a crap? Steph Curry was the clear-cut MVP frontrunner at this early juncture of the season. That's not disrespectful.
That's what the vote said. It was clear cut.
That's not disrespectful to Kevin Durant.
Nobody's
taking anything away from KD.
Look, I think for as good as Kevin Durant has been, you can argue that Giannis should be ahead of him based off the fact that the Bucks have had 1 billion injuries and they have basically the same record after falling into a huge hole. And Giannis has been fantastic for them. Now, obviously, he's unfortunately in the COVID protocols for a while. But he's been a big part of them climbing way back up the standings and making up a big gap on the Nets. And Jokic, as I said before, has been phenomenal for Denver and has kept them afloat, despite the fact that they've had a ton of injuries on their team. And at the end of the day, Steph isn't first because the Warriors, as we talked about on the pod last week, a couple months ago, people weren't sure if Golden State would be out of the play-in tournament. And they have the best record in the NBA. They have the best net rating in the NBA. And Steph is on pace to shatter his own 3-point shooting record for a season with like 433 pointers in a season, which is completely bonkers. So that's why he is in first place. And the fact that Kevin Durant is a clear second place, this goes back to the arguments you were making last year about Joel Embiid. It is not an insult that someone is second. Someone has to be second. If Steph Curry was second and Kevin Durant was first, I'd say, okay, Kevin Durant's been unbelievable and Steph's been unbelievable. Like this isn't an overlooked underlooked thing.
I can't believe that this keeps happening. That's not what my argument was about Embiid. I was saying that you shouldn't be disqualified because you missed a couple of games.
I was just winding you up, buddy.
And
on this one, I am genuinely confused though as to why he's being overlooked, because you're saying the fact that he wasn't in first place or the fact he didn't get more first place votes means he's being overlooked.
I couldn't believe how big of a landslide of a lead Curry had. It's so big that I don't think, short of injury, short of whatever magic number that there is where you go, oh, now the guy's not an MVP. He was an MVP if he missed X number of games, but not if he misses X plus 1. But I don't think there's any way Steph can lose it unless he gets hurt. And I'm just like, I'm very surprised. Well, I'm part of the problem. I realize I didn't give enough perspective to it. I'm admitting I'm part of the problem.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.